Hi, I'm Sue and I work for the Brentwood Schools Christian Worker Trust. Today we're going to find out more about Moses, the one who was adopted by the Egyptian princess, heard God speaking from a burning bush, and then saw God's amazing power. I wonder what's going to happen next.
Hello everybody, it's Anthea here. The people of Israel had lived in Egypt for 430 years. And in fact, it was the last day of the 430th year that all the Lord's forces left the land. On this night, the Lord kept his promise to bring his people out of the land of Egypt. The Lord went ahead of them. He guided them during the day with a pillar of cloud, and he provided light at night with a pillar of fire. This allowed them to travel by day or night. And the Lord did not remove the pillar of cloud or the pillar of fire from its place in front of the people. When the word reached the king of Egypt that the Israelites had fled, Pharaoh and his officials changed their minds. "What have we done, letting all these Israelite slaves get away?" they asked themselves. So Pharaoh harnessed his chariot and called up his troops. He took with him 600 of Egypt's best chariots, along with the rest of the chariots of Egypt, each with its commander. The Egyptians chased after them with all the forces in Pharaoh's army, and the Egyptians caught up with the people of Israel as they were camped beside the shore. As Pharaoh approached, the people of Israel looked up and panicked when they saw the Egyptians overtaking them. They cried out to the Lord, and they said to Moses, "Why did you bring us out here to die in the wilderness? Weren't there enough graves for us in Egypt? It's better to be a slave in Egypt than a corpse in the wilderness." But Moses told the people, "Don't be afraid. Just stand still and watch the Lord rescue you today. Just stay calm." Then the Lord said to Moses, "Tell the people to get moving. Pick up your staff and raise your hand over the sea. Divide the water so the Israelites can walk through the middle of the sea on dry ground." Then Moses raised his hand over the sea, and the Lord opened up a path through the water with a strong east wind, so the people of Israel walked through the middle of the sea on dry ground, with walls of water on each side. Then the Egyptians, all of Pharaoh's horses, chariots and charioteers, chased them into the middle of the sea. But just before dawn, the Lord looked down on the Egyptian army from the pillar of fire and cloud, and he threw their forces into total confusion. He twisted their chariot wheels, making their chariots difficult to drive. "Let's get out of here, away from these Israelites," the Egyptians shouted. "The Lord is fighting for them against Egypt." When all the Israelites had reached the other side, the Lord said to Moses, "Raise your hand over the sea again. Then the waters will rush back and cover the Egyptians and their chariots and charioteers." So, as the sun began to rise, Moses raised his hand over the sea, and the water rushed back into its usual place. The Egyptians tried to escape, but the Lord swept them into the sea. Then the waters returned and covered all the chariots and charioteers and the entire army of Pharaoh. Of all the Egyptians who had chased the Israelites into the sea, not a single one survived. But the people of Israel had walked through the middle of the sea on dry ground, as the water stood up like a wall on both sides. That is how the Lord rescued Israel from the hand of the Egyptians that day. When the people of Israel saw the mighty power that the Lord had unleashed against the Egyptians, They were filled with awe before him. They put their faith in the Lord and in his servant Moses. Well, what an amazing story that was.
Well, this story just gets more and more exciting. I wonder how Moses and the people felt when they saw the sea dividing in front of them and dry land appearing. They must have been very glad to be rescued. Have you ever seen anything really amazing? Well, that's all. I wonder what will happen to Moses next. See you next time. Bye.